Freewell is disrupting the variable ND filter system by inventing something brand new, a magnetic system that makes it really easy to switch between different types of filters. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing an overview of this system, the purpose of having a magnetic set like this, and what I like and dislike about it. Samples of each filter will be throughout the video. In addition, Freewell did send me this without any positive expectation or payment, so technically this isn't objective, but I'll do my best to share my personal experiences. So I ended up receiving this a few months ago, right on Christmas Eve, and because I love Christmas so much,
It's just magical.
I ended up wrapping this package up and putting it under the tree since I was so excited about it. Christmas Day came and my testing began. And I wanted to touch on the case first. If you're shelling out $400 for an ND set, you better have a decent case to keep it safe. And Freewell does do a very good job with this leather-like exterior and a rigid multi-compartment interior that can be pulled up using the brown strap. The top also closes securely using a really satisfying little magnet. Now from front to back, you have the base filter and lens cap. You have the mist filter base, then the 6 to 9 stop variable ND, and then the 2 to 5 stop variable ND filter in the back. Now the way this works is you screw the base ring onto your camera and then choose between a clear polarizer or a mist polarizer as your base filter. From there, you can choose to either leave it as is or add an ND filter on top of it. To add another element, all you have to do is align them using the markings on the side, and the magnets do the rest. So why a magnetic system? With most traditional ND filters, you have to screw them on and off at the end of your lens, which can be a real pain when you're in a fast, on your feet shooting scenario where the light is changing really quickly, which I've been in so many times. At weddings, this could look like shooting, getting ready indoors, and then getting some dress shots outdoors. And if you've shot any weddings, you'll totally understand. Now, the selling point or the receiving point for me with these filters is the fact that it makes switching back and forth from no ND to ND really easy because they're all magnetic. It's as easy as pulling the filter off the front and sliding it into your pocket, and then vice versa. One of my concerns initially was that the magnet may fall off the front with enough force, but it really does feel solid on the end of the lens, and I don't see elements falling off ever. The other great reason to choose a system like this one is you get the versatility of multiple filters in one single set, and that's probably what appeals to me the most about this. If you mix and match between the 4 various filters, you get the equivalent of 8 different high quality filters, which if you bought each separately, you'd be looking at a set probably triple or quadruple the cost of this one. Their website says like 20 different filters in the set, but they're also counting like 2 to 5 stops as 2, 3, 4, 5 stops as single filters. So to me, you get functionally 8 different filters. One thing I was particularly excited for was having a mist filter, which I've never actually tried in the past. I was planning on picking up a Tiffin 1/8 filter, and it turns out that this Freewell filter comes with a 1/8 mist base with it. And you'll see footage throughout this video, but adding a mist to my kit will allow me to get some really interesting, more like ethereal footage, which I'm really excited about. So what are my takeaways from using the Freewell magnetic variable ND set? On the positive end of things, even though it's $400, you get 8 very high quality filters in one set, which is a great value and will save a ton of money in the future. Secondly, the filter is really well built, and Freewell backs that up with a lifetime warranty, which is amazing. And obviously, lastly, the optical quality is super good on these. There's really no complaints there. Now for some cons, when you pull the magnetic lens cap off, it's really easy to pull whichever filter you have attached on the front off as well. So I tend to leave the cap off since the magnetic is just a little too strong. Second, you have to align the filter elements yourself using the marked A and arrow on the side of each filter, which is fine, but it can slow down the switching process since it can be easy to install it upside down. The last issue I found with this was while turning the variable ND is relatively smooth, it's still metal on metal since it's a magnetic connection, and it'll never be as smooth as a dampened dedicated variable ND, which also means it can't be, maybe can't is too strong of a word, but at this point, it's not weather sealed. Anyways, I think this is a really compelling filter setup. If you want to pick one of these systems up, the links will be in the description. And thanks so much for watching.